Right, okay, the third method, which is also the method we promote to you to employ when you have a data set stored in Excel file and you want to analyze the data with SPSS, then we do advise that you should import the Excel data file to SPSS. How to do that? It's really quick and efficient. So go to SPSS, make sure that you are on the Data View tab instead of the Variable View. Make sure you're on Data View. Data View is the most important user interface we're going to use because Variable View is basically editing the variables. So now that's our data. We want the data to be here, but we're not going to do copy and paste because after copy and paste, we need to delete that first row and do a lot of actual works. How can we achieve efficiency and import the data? Just click on this open file um, quick shortcut here. If you click on that, it's asking you what you're looking for to open data, right? What's the data file you try to open? So of course, this is the data file we try to open. It is on the desktop, so the place to look for is right, but it's not displayed here. We can't select it. The reason we can't select it is because at the moment it's looking for files type .sav and .zsav. So .sav and .sav are actually SPSS data files. You can see that I have one here, but this is not the one we're using today. Um, we're actually looking for this Excel file. So the only thing you need to do is to change this to Excel. Then this is the one we want to import. This is this one we've opened on the side. And if you click on open, right, it actually asks you which worksheet to open with because we've got survey and index, two working sheets. So of course we want to import the survey worksheet. So make sure that it's a survey worksheet. No need to change anything here. Just leave it as a default. Click OK. Give it some time. Then voila, it's here. So what's the benefit of importing instead of copy and pasting? Well, you could see already previous video we've copy and pasted. When we copy and paste, these are not there. But now you can see that when we import, these data labels are automatically on the first row, the blue row, the blue cells, which is fantastic. It saved us a lot of troubles to manually input this in. And also you can see that there's a ruler, there's some balloons. These ruler and balloons are actually identifying the data's format. So whether it's a string or numerical. If it's a string, then it's balloons. Oh, sorry. If it's a ruler, it's numerical. But we know that it's all should be numerical. So we'll change all these in the variable view. Um, Balloons are actually mirrors of categorical variables. So it's all numerical, no problem with. Leave as it is. Decimal places, it's integer, we'll leave it as 0. If you change it, for example, if I change the ID decimal place to 2, if you come back, you can see that, what's going on? Number of decimal is too large for, okay, the width is not enough, so let me put the width to 6. All right, okay, now you can see that it's with 2 decimal places, but of course this is just demonstrating, we don't want ID to have 1.00, it's not necessary. So label is what you need to tell yourself what it is, right? So it's a label, so ID is ID. Then let's just quickly get through this gender information. Age is age, education is highest, education, smoke is smoking or not, oops, smoking or not, and life satisfaction, satisfaction level. This is self-esteem level. Of course, we have all this information in the index, right? In the index in the Excel file. And last one is age in 3 groups. Value is for those categorical ones, those balloon ones that 1 and 2 represent different things rather than 1 and 2 themselves. Then we need to tell SPSS what 1 and 2s are. So 1, this is gender, of course. So let's have a look. Oops. Let me show the labels here, right? Okay, no problem. Gonna have more space. Okay, so 1 is actually male, oops, male, fine, and 2 is female. Well, every time you work with SPSS, you have to do this, but you only need to do this for once. Age is age, so no need to change anything. Educate, there's a lot of categories. So primary, it doesn't matter whether you use capital letter or lower letter. It's essentially just telling SPSS that these are categories instead of numbers themselves. 4 is additional. 5 is undergraduate UG. Right. 6 is postgraduate. Okay, so we've done that. Every time you start working with a new data set, you need to do this. But once you've done that, there's no need to repeat this process. 2 is non-smoker. Okay, life satisfaction is as it is. And lastly, we have the age groups. The first group is 19 to 29. Second group is 30 to 44. And the third group is 45 and plus. Okay, so that's done. Missing, don't need to worry about it because all the missing values are well. First of all, we don't have any missing values. Even if we do have a missing value, for example, we do have a missing value, it will be just a blank. So if you have a specific value denoting missing value, for example, if any missing value you will read it as 999, then you need to tell SPSS that 999 means missing, but it's not the case here. So alignment, so were it all aligned, this is all right alignment, or I think it's all, yes, all right alignment of the data, so no need to change that. Measure, so for those ruler ones, these are numerical ones, but they also are those things that doesn't have any specific values or groups. So for all these, you see this should be scale as well. This is a bit that SPSS is not advanced enough to automatically give you the right answer, but it's not that important. It won't give your answer a huge impact anyways, but it's best to get things right at the beginning. So ID is scale. Scale means numerical, no categorization. Gender, sex, nominal, yes, nominal. What's the difference between ordinal and nominal? Ordinal means it's a categorical variable, but it has an order, right? It has a high and low ranking. But for gender, there's no high and low. You can see that male is lower than female. It's ranking lower than female. It's not the case. It's equal. So that means it's a nominal. Age, it's scale, it's numerical, it's continuous. Education, is nominal? No, education is actually ordinal because there is a ranking. Undergraduate is lower than postgraduate, but higher than primary school. Smoke is nominal. Well, you might argue that a smoker is inferior to non-smoker, but we're not making that judgment here. We say it's nominal. And age group is nominal. You could see that it's an order, older or younger, but uh, here we say that age group could be categorized as nominal. So after that, you've done all the data preparation for SPSS to analyze your data set. And we will save this to the desktop, and I save it something called a new data one. So next time we could find it much easily.